Condition inspection, subject property 8721, Jonnie in Fair Oaks. Property is not secure. The boards you see right there are just being held up by the garbage can. Let's just do a quick look at the side yard access. This work was most certainly, definitely, here's our guard dog, was not done with any permitting. It's quite obvious. The top plate's not tied in. There is no top plate really, so what's holding it up? The studs are at an angle. This is definitely not workmanlike manner. Walking around it earlier, I've already walked the property and now just doing the video. Earlier, you could tell that there was some shifting going on. Some of the floors are soft, there are cracks. We'll approach from a counterclockwise direction. This would be the living room. There obviously was a wall heater right there, so this property originally did not have a forced air unit. This was most likely a fireplace, a place for a wood-burning freestanding fireplace, and it has now been converted to an open pit, which is highly illegal for interior use. There was obviously some smoke issues. All the vents throughout show this, which means all the vents need to be replaced, or, well, you really have to replace them. You can't really clean those because they're soft ducts and that degree of smoke intrusion. Not really sure why we have T111 siding on the inside, but we have it. Those windows have been retrofitted and not properly installed. Our inspector already noted that, and this is the back side of where that wall heater would have been. The property is on a raised foundation. Small closet, no door. All the doors are shot completely. And here we have tile work. There's no shower pan. That's on a raised foundation, so we can guarantee that there's going to be damage to all of the floor joists basically holding up the house. We have another bedroom here with a 220 outlet in the bedroom. Again, not to code. Floor feels soft in several areas. The kitchen is completely shot. Everything has to be tore out and started over again. So this would have been the door to the garage area. Certainly no proper head clearance here. Me at 5'6", 5'7", just about hit my head. As you can see, the glass is broken and it's not been boarded up. This head clearance isn't going to make it. These joists were used to transfer loads, but they're inadequate. They're not properly tied in. There are no strong ties. What a mess. So this has to be completely demoed. We need engineering. The bathroom has been added here. Open connections. Boxes that are not nailed. The electrical has been modified so badly that there's nothing we can do with it, because as you can see, there are junction boxes, and my inspector noted junction boxes elsewhere that were hidden, and that's not to code. I don't know if you can see, but you could actually see the outside through the interior. Here's a shot of the backyard. The water heater has been stolen. It's been leaking, which means more evidence. Everything underneath here is going to be rotted. That's not going to work there. And as per the vents, you can see it's a raised foundation, which means you basically got to take this thing down to the studs, open everything up, have full engineering done, and then you can determine where you can go with it. Condensation line from the HVAC unit. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just sitting on the roof. That's not going to work. The pool is asbestos decking. It has several cracks all over, all the way around. This pinkish color you see is what was called cool deck, which is an asbestos coating. Ironically, the pool itself doesn't appear to have been compromised, but this deck will have to be removed and re-poured. Pool equipment. Yeah, enough said. Inspector found a permit for a re-roof back in 2002 or 2003, and 2002, and it looks like that permit was never executed. There was no inspections. All the flooring was gone here, by the way, but there were no inspections and no sign-off, so therefore it's just, whoa. Nice Black Widow. No more Black Widow. This, aside from the fact that the tread's probably about not even 8 inches, my feet don't even, I mean, half my foot hangs off of this when I step up here. There is no proper egress, ingress. Look at that. A piece of 3/8 plywood used as a shim on a triple set of studs. This house is a demo. If somebody wants to spend $150,000 on it, could bring it up to par, but this really is a demo. Shall we call this a lanai? OSB instead of plywood. Again, not to code. And that concludes our interior inspection. We had our inspector go up, and you can see right there a stud that just terminates to nowhere, where the vent was added in later. If you look at that ridge board, it doesn't even, nothing is tied in with strong ties. Everything's just been toe-nailed. And it wasn't that long ago, because the nails and screws are laying all over the place. Open wiring everywhere. I don't know if you can see it, but right just past that, see how that stud sitting sideways? See this entire board is slipping off. It's twisted. That is not even over, this area is not over the garage. It's over the main house. This house used to have a shake roof because it's skip sheathed. And so when it was converted, there was some funky monkey framing done. There are no nail holes from where or nail plates from where the wires go through. And I can see from here open connections in J-boxes that are just loose, and then there are connections that don't even have a J-box. We have a flue right there that doesn't go anywhere, doesn't go through the roof, doesn't terminate. Right past that, let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, I don't think we can see it. I can see it just past that to the left. There are red wire nuts unopened. area. So the whole thing needs to be just complete new plumbing, complete new rewire. It's got to come down to the studs and go from there. This concludes this inspection.